What's up, guys? So today's video is going to be about things that you should not say to women dealing with infertility. So I have here about 10 things. I do have a notebook down here, so I will be glancing down a few times. I have about 10 things that I actually hear fairly often. There's a bunch more that I know a lot of other women hear, but these are the most 10 that I've heard and that irk me. So we're gonna get started in that. The first thing that people always tell me when I talk about going through infertility is, number one, people are always like, well, why don't you just do IVF? Y'all, IVF is like $15,000. Believe me, if I had the money to do IVF, I would have already done it. That's one. Two, a lot of women that you're asking that have already done IVF and it has failed. Not to mention that IVF only, for women under 35, there's only a 40% chance of it being successful. So you have to weigh that it's, about $15,000 and it might not even work. So next time you think about saying something like that, just keep your mouth shut, because I promise that if they've been dealing with infertility, they've already considered IVF. Number two, just adopt. Wow, I never thought of that. Except that at this current moment in time, me and Tyler want an infant. To adopt an infant is about $30,000. So if I couldn't afford IVF, I definitely can't afford adoption. And I know there's plenty of kids in the foster system. I get that. Me and Tyler have gone through foster care classes and stuff, and we have considered it, and we are still considering it. But at this very moment in time where we are in our life right now, we want to have a biological child. And I'm not going to defend myself on that, because that's just how I feel right now. I'm allowed to feel that way. And maybe one day we will adopt. We have very much considered it, and it is eventually in our life plan. But in this moment, in this time, we want to have our own biological child. Number three. This one is one of the ones that really pisses me off. And that is, you're lucky you don't have kids. Or, are you sure you want them? After their kid has proceeded to do something. Listen, we all know kids are gross. I am a teacher, if you didn't know that. Kids are gross. They're snotty, they're just gross. They're snotty, they poop, they pee, they throw up everywhere, like, it happens. We know that. Kids are jerks. They throw over things, they throw fits, they scream. But how dare you, when your child is doing that, look me in the face and be like, haha, look, are you sure you want to have kids? Look what you have to deal with. I would give any amount of money that I could to deal with that. I would give up so many things to be able to have my own child and them have a temper tantrum in the middle of Target. So how dare you? Number four, relax. You're trying too hard. Now, I've gotten told this on multiple occasions too, to just drink some wine, or like, just relax, stop doing all this, stop timing everything, like, you just need to relax, your body can't get pregnant if you're so stressed out. I have been medically diagnosed with PCOS and infertility. Me relaxing and having a glass of wine is not going to cure that disorder. I have a hormonal disorder, and me relaxing is not gonna cure it. Thanks, Jade. So, no, relaxing isn't going to just make it work. I don't have to take any medications anymore. That's not how that works. Number five. I touched on this one frequently when I talked about what my doctor said to me. I get this one a lot too. You're so young. You have plenty of time. Okay, cool. Thank you, I guess. I am almost 25, and we have been trying for almost 4 years. So at what point are you going to stop telling me that? Because we've been trying for 3.5 years. I realize I'm young, but if I want to have kids at all, ever, I have to start fertility treatments ASAP. Also, who are you to tell me that I'm so young and I have plenty of time? I wanted a kid 3 years ago. You don't get to tell me that that's too young. Bye. Number six. Whose fault is it? Yes, I have had people ask me that. Well, if you guys can't have kids, whose fault is it that you can't have kids? That's something you just don't ask people. Like, yes, technically, my PCOS is the reason we can't have kids. Me not being able to ovulate is why we can't have kids. But in no way is it my fault. I didn't ask for this disorder. I didn't do things to make myself have this disorder. It is no one's fault. It is very unfortunate that I have PCOS and I cannot conceive. But you don't ask somebody that. So whose fault is that? Whose fault is it that you can't have kids? Shut up. Number 7. Well, at least you're healthy. And they say this in the sense of like, I know it's really sad that you can't have kids, but like at least you don't have cancer. Yeah, I'm very thankful that I don't have cancer, but comparing cancer to not being able to have kids is so different. Why would you even think to say something like that? Like, yes, of course, I'm super happy that I don't have cancer and that I'm not terminally ill. But like, also, I want kids. And that's a life-changing thing. Me not being able to have kids when I've wanted kids my whole entire life is a life-changing thing. Number 8. It'll happen. Don't give up. Now, this one's kind of tricky because whenever someone says this, I know it's coming from like love. It's coming from the heart of like, you know, you got this, it'll happen, have hope, have faith. And I get that. But also at some point, you have to realize that people have been dealing with infertility for a while, like myself, you know, it might not happen, and that's okay. Like, I've come to terms with the fact that I might never have my own biological kids, and that's fine. And it's okay. And you don't have to say, don't worry, it will happen, because it very well might not. It could, it couldn't. Number 9, constantly asking me if I'm pregnant yet. Yes, I have had this happen. I have had a friend that knew that we were going through fertility treatments, knew I was doing all these pills, knew I was doing IUI and all this, and they were just like, so you pregnant yet? First off, I promise if I was and I was far enough along that I would be comfortable saying it, I would have told you. 2, it's not your business. And 3, if I haven't said anything, more than likely, I'm not pregnant. So you know that I've been struggling with this for years. Don't constantly ask me, because it's just a constant reminder that I'm not pregnant. Last but not least, number 10. Now, number 10 also really makes me mad. And it's when people that have no idea what you're going through and have never experienced infertility, have never done fertility treatments, anything like that, look you straight in the face and say, I know exactly how you feel. No, you don't. I've had people that got pregnant a month after being married, 2 months after being married, 3 months after being married, that are like, I know exactly how you feel. It took us 4 months to get pregnant. You don't know how I feel. Me and my husband have been trying to get pregnant for over 3.5 years. We have done all the oral medications you're allowed to do. We have done shots and we have done other procedures. Just because it took you an extra month to get pregnant does not mean you know how I feel. I've had people tell me, oh, I've dealt with infertility. You got pregnant 4 months after you got married. You have not had to deal with infertility, period. It took us a whole 6 months to get pregnant. That's not infertility. Unless you have been diagnosed with infertility and have gone through fertility treatments, you have no freaking clue what I'm going through. So stop it. Now, that's my 10 that I get most frequently. There are plenty of other things that you should just not say. Plenty. But those are my top 10 that I hear the most and that make me the most annoyed and mad. So I hope that this helps somebody out there realize what's very insensitive and what is not okay to say to women with infertility. If you want to be there for your friend that's going through infertility, then do that. Be there. Listen to them. Be their ear. Let them vent to you and let them get it off their chest, because that's what we need. We need to be able to talk to somebody and them just listen. But that's all I have. I will talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.